your Bugatti Veyron. It's certainly not a 1960s model,
Nope.
and it has one mode, which is fast. But you love the spirit of it, the design of it again, right? Is that what
Well,
draws you in?
that's an interesting one,
It's certainly rare.
because what do I want to say about the Veyron? I think it's quite a pretty car. You know, I think there is a simplicity to that car, and what I was really drawn to was just the scale of the brief that was given to that car by Ferdinand Piëch, and the fact that they delivered on it. I thought was a milestone in engineering. Honestly, I've sold the car because I didn't like driving it that much, actually. And
What was it you didn't like about it?
It was wildly powerful. The road noise was quite immense in the cabin because the tires were so wide. It was very difficult to maneuver. I live in the countryside, and the lanes are quite narrow, and it's really it's a very big, wide car. But you know, beyond the kind of engineering prowess which went into that car, and you know, the engine's phenomenal, and the brief was phenomenal, and they delivered upon it, and it was a real game changer in terms of what people were doing with sports cars. I felt I was quite uncomfortable. I was always quite uncomfortable about about how heavy the car was. I do believe that cars are still too heavy. Sports cars are still too heavy. But honestly, the killer for me was the cost of ownership of that car. The servicing costs, the
Average
cost of
oil
the
change?
tires. I feel, you know, I don't know the exact numbers, but I think the project cost for the Veyron ended up costing the company something like 5 million euros each to produce the car. And I think the sale price at the time was, you know, like €1 million when they were new. So they lost so much money on that project.
Yeah, it was ambitious.
And I just don't understand how, on an annual basis, you know, you have to pay so much money to keep the car on the road. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's some kind of scheme for them to try and get back some of the money they lost on the, you know, on the project. And honestly, I just feel like I don't want to. I didn't drive the car that much. It doesn't have a great use case, certainly for me. And I didn't enjoy how much money I was burning through just owning the car.